All right, so I wanted to share this with you guys, and it's something that God dropped in my spirit, and I want to be obedient to share this word. But, you see a lot of times people are at unrest. They're anxious, they're nervous, they go around living their life in this uneasy state. And what God dropped on me is that a lot of times, and it's not all the time, but a lot of times, what people don't realize is God's anointing or his cloud has moved, okay? So what do you mean by that, right? In the book of Exodus, Moses is leading people to the promised land. He's taking them through the wilderness, but because, the people are rebellious and, they're groaning and complaining, it takes them 40 years literally to get through the wilderness. And so in Exodus, it talks about how God would lead them by a cloud during the day and by a pillar of fire during the night. And so when God's cloud was over them, that means they rested. But when he lifted the cloud, that means it was time to move, okay? So here's what God was sharing with me. A lot of times we're still in a season where his cloud has moved. That the cloud is no longer sitting over you, right? Maybe the anointing out of that thing is no longer there. And because God has probably been trying to get your attention in several ways to say, hey, I'm not there anymore. I need you to come over here. And a lot of times we're so distracted. We're in the weeds and the thick of things that we don't realize that God has moved from that place. And so we feel this unease, this angst, this unrest, if you would. And sometimes we just can't put our finger on it. But I want to submit to you today, and this is something that you should submit to God, is ask God, God, is your cloud, is your anointing here? Or have you moved? Is there somewhere else that you're calling me to be that maybe I just missed it? I missed the mark, or maybe I just was too distracted that I didn't see that you left this place. And that's the reason for my unrest. And that's the reason that I'm just, I can't, get a solid footing. And so, again, I don't want to be long-winded, but I wanted to share that with you because it just hit me so heavily that a lot of people are just walking around and we're just in this constant state of turmoil, not realizing God has moved from that place and he's trying to get you to go over there. So submit to God and ask him where he's trying to get you to be, because clearly if you keep experiencing unrest over here, angst and anxiety and all the things, more than likely he's not in that thing. And we know that God is not the author of confusion, angst, depression, none of that. He's not the author of that. Okay, so I just want to share this with you guys. I hope this helps somebody. Until next time, it's your girl Najla. See you guys later.